Y'all on that? I don't have no hate on Cam Newton. I love me some Cam Newton.
Me too.
Love me some Cam Newton.
Yeah, you only love Philadelphia. That's all you love.
I love Cam Newton. It ain't a Philadelphia thing. He ain't got nothing Philadelphia in him. Love me some Cam Newton, man. I was.
We starting to. We on, right?
We on, baby. We on like hot butter popcorn. Or whatever the guru just got finished eating over there. I don't know. But that's why we on.
He over there looking like Nino Brown.
That just make me look a little skinnier. That's all. You know, when you're a fat man, you got to try to do all you can to look halfway cute.
Hey. This is what I always say. I always say fat can be lost, but ugly is forever.
Child, there's some ugly people out there.
I know one ugly dude. I knew one ugly dude, but he was bad in the mouth. That was Biggie. Yeah. he told him he was ugly black, whatever that line is, and boy, Biggie
black ugly as ever.
That was my man. I missed that brother. Rest in peace.
What's up? Fearless leader?
Well, listen, I was trying to make sure I had everything on here. Sometimes I ain't got it. This damn Kimball Walker shit is confusing me today, but you know what?
That's New York for you.
Let's start the show. How y'all doing out there? This is Talk Yours Tuesday. Each and every Tuesday we come to y'all 8 p.m. Eastern. And today I'm here with my co-host as usual, Ron Thomas.
What's up?
Yeah, we also got Sharon Mullen here, the chocolate girl.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And we got the guru here. He's in rare form today. He's very excited to talk about some people. I mean, I think we might have a guru moment today. I see the wait a minute, hold up, time out. Because I thought I was dreaming last night. But did the guru go live last night?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there might have been an impersonation going on.
Nah.
I saw the guru last night. I've been waiting all these Saturday nights.
I saw the soft and warm. I saw it.
Me too.
I saw it.
Now try to lie your way out of this one.
I saw you. Ain't no imitator out there.
My brother died, but he came back as my twin.
No.
Yeah.
So he might have been up. My brother was a sneaky little. Oh, that Darnell Hargrove was, man. He was something else, man. I hope he didn't come out. I hope
I'm not buying that dude.
I ain't buying that dude. What made you go live last night, man?
Well, you know, my brother was saying that he missed the show, and he gave me a little sign. He said, D, you know, you don't know how many days you got left on this one. You know, go ahead, man. Give the people, you know, a little something. And, you know, it was late. It was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning I went on. So, you know, that impersonator went on.
All right. Well, y'all know we usually do our trash ass players, man. You know, we try to give them as many trash ass players as we got for 3 minutes. And Ron, who's yours?
I got Dallas Cowboys. Okay. You lost to the Raiders.
Oh, was that this weekend? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thanksgiving night. Dallas.
Yeah, that's right.
It's so bright.
That's all you got is Dallas?
No, player. I just getting started.
Okay, let's go. You got 3 minutes. Let's go.
I'm gonna get my top timer going on you.
That's it.
The who?
The Aints. Who we thought they were.
Oh, okay. All right. When the Aints go marching in.
They're not marching no more.
That's messed up.
Well, he said it.
Is that it?
That's
this too.
That's it.
You ready, chocolate girl?
No, I'm not ready. I'm gonna let Guru go ahead of me this time.
Okay. You ready, Guru?
Sure. All right. I got Lincoln Riley, Brian Kelly. I got the Cowgirl Nation. I got the Mets, Scherzer, signing Scherzer. I got Stevie Cohen, the owner of the Mets. Who else? I got Matt Stafford. I got Big Ben. All right, let's see. Okay, I got 28 seconds and counting. Got my timer right here looking right at me. So don't try to cheat me out of a minute there, Skippy. I got you right here. And if you want to see it, I got it right here.
Guru,
Yes.
can you do Lincoln Riley first? I've been waiting to hear what you're gonna say about him.
Well, you know what? I'm for free enterprise capitalism, but it appears that Lincoln Riley and that farce Brian Kelly. How can these guys have a season going on, have all this faith and confidence in these kids, and that's what they are, and then pull the wool or the rug from underneath their, I guess their feet, so to speak, and, just up and leave? Brian Kelly, his team still has a chance at a national championship, whether it be a long shot or not, and he's gone. He's not even going to coach the next game. The AD made that clear this afternoon. I mean, this is reprehensible. I'm all for you guys, but you can't wait. And these schools are so thirsty that they can't wait. LSU, USC, and who was the third? There was one other team that it's just ridiculous. I just can't believe it. But the kids, they're supposed to be above reproach. Man, all this teaches you is go for your damn money. Go for your damn money. If these kids want to sit out a bowl game, remember that was a big issue? They didn't want to play the bowl games because they was in fear of hurting their draft status. Don't play, because these coaches are full of shit, okay? They're all full of shit. They're for themselves. As long as everybody knows that, then we're good. As long as everybody knows that. I don't want to hear anything else from any of their mouths. And Lincoln Riley getting up there with that bullshit, $250 suit of his. At least get a Brooks Brothers if you're going to get up there acting like you're classy, all right? Do a Stephen A. I forgot the guy he always patents himself for. Some, what's the name of that?
Ford. Ford is his last name.
Ford, absolutely. And I'm the last person because I wear sweatsuits every day. But I tell you one thing, they look good. They look good, all right? It's just a shame. 243. I don't got much time left, but and the Mets, man. I mean, can you overpay for a guy more so? 130 million for Scherzer? Scherzer couldn't even pitch it this year. He couldn't pitch for the Dodgers. He couldn't when they needed him most. But they're gonna give him all that money? Oh, my time is up. Damn it. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, Chocolate Girl.
Yeah. Well, first I'm going to say my first trash ass player is the entire Pittsburgh Steelers organization, except for Mike Tomlin. He's the only person I have faith in right now. I am really not mad at Ben. I'm not mad at Ben. I know a lot of Steelers fans are actually mad at Ben. I'm not mad at him. What I'm mad about are these other Steelers players that are trying to ride the coattails of legends like Ryan Clark was saying and not trying to pull their own weight. You got to put the work in to be a legend. And they're not. I don't feel like the players are putting the work in. From what I have seen when they're filming those practices and all that stuff, it's not the coaching staff. I'm not buying that. I do question some of the play calls of the offensive and defensive coordinators. I do, but besides that, it's on the players themselves. Second, I'm going to say the Dallas Cowboys. You should have won that game. No way the Raiders should have beat you. There's somebody else I was going to say something to. Oh, dude, that Guru was just talking about, Lincoln Riley. I don't like the shady way that he left Oklahoma. I think it's Oklahoma. Even though I hate Oklahoma, I hate USC too. But yeah, I don't like the way he played that. Smart for him though, I guess, for his pockets, because that's what it's all about, the money. Ohio State should not have gotten beaten by the University of Michigan. No way in hell you're supposed to let them get away with that win. They got a little cocky, and it showed. So that's it. I think I'm at my 3 minutes, or just about there. Oh,
Okay.
let me do one last one. Is what's his name at the Lakers?
Frank Vogel?
No, the GM. What's his name?
Bus?
No.
Vogel.
The GM. The GM. Rob Pelinka. Yeah. Do your job, Rob. You're not doing a good job. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Well, the first trash ass player I got coming up is myself.
Why? Because you roll with the Eagles?
No. All my fantasy teams lost this week. The Eagles lost this weekend. The Sixers lost this weekend. The Temple Owls lost this weekend. Just a losing ass weekend it was. So
yeah.
I'm going.
Are you just subscribing in Philadelphia in general?
No. We all right. We all right here, son. We all right.
Okay.
We just lost.
I have flashbacks from that Crown Plaza I stayed in about 5 years ago. But okay, go ahead, Skippy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we lost. So is what it is. The Eagles to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles lost. My son Jalen Hurts has made the trash ass players list. He had 3 turnovers. He made the list. Lamar Jackson threw 4 interceptions. Lamar Jackson, you made the list.
It's
right. This one
and
had to be clear.
Won. That's what's so funny.
They still won. They still won.
So go ahead and add the Browns to your trash ass player list.
Oh yeah, well the Browns could be on my trash ass players as well. And Baker Mayfield. I expected Baker to play better, but he still ain't show up. So it is what it is. Zara said I smashed you, Dennis, in fantasy. Yeah, I got my ass whooped in fantasy, bro. I got my ass whooped. Let's do these certified players. You ready, Ron?
Oh, yeah. The Georgia Bulldogs, undefeated season. Undefeated. I got, let me see. Atlanta Falcons beat the Jags. That somebody said we cannot do last weekend. And I got the tape and the receipt.
Yeah.
And Georgia Bulldogs beat Georgia Tech, the little brother we just pitched on.
Ain't Georgia Tech the only team that's in ATL?
Yeah.
Ain't that some shit?
Georgia Bulldogs in Athens. So.
Okay. Guru, you ready for your certified players?
I was born ready.
Here we go.
Hold on, let me get my my timer down because I don't like to be cheated. Here we go.
You cheat yourself. That's the problem.
That's 10 minutes right there.
All right, you cheat yourself, but go ahead.
All right, hold on. Hold on. Let me reset it because you guys, you keep running your mouth. Here we go. All right, my time. Here we go. I'm gonna have to disagree with my sweet chocolate. She's sweet and it's sweet, but I got to give Harbaugh some credit, man. I just thought they just played a good game. Finally, should have took them 8 or 9 tries, but I got to give the whole, Michigan program. Even Juwan Howard came out there with his doofy self. Had to give Jim Harbaugh, a little skin. So, I got to give Michigan their props, man. They won. I would have preferred Ohio State. I don't really have a dog race, but probably I root for Ohio State more than I root for Michigan. But I got to give them play. I got to give them their props. Period. And it's one other guy. I definitely got to give him his props, man. This guy, he always gets disrespected, and people always trying to replace this brother. But I just love what I saw last. I turned the game on because things wasn't really going good for me last Sunday as far as the teams I like to win, or I wanted to win, and all of a sudden I see Bridgewater is out of the game, and I'm thinking the way that they're describing it that he got benched. And I'm like, how the hell Bridgewater got benched? And then all of a sudden, what's his name? Drew Lock comes in and throws, I believe he threw a pick six. And so now they was up 14-0, and then it was 14-7, I believe. And then all of a sudden, they said, no, Bridgewater got hurt. And, he got basically made it seem like he was dead. He got a broken wrist or whatever. Something was wrong with his leg. And then somehow, miraculously, after halftime, he came back out there, man. And he continued to just, carry on, as Perk would say. And just continue to just play good football. And all they keep talking about is this, the kid, what's his name? The quarterback for LA. Justin Herbert.
Justin
right?
Herbert.
Yeah, man, come on, man. He got more interceptions, I think, now than he had all of last season. We're gonna play an extra game. He's a very good young player, but he's still, this greatness that they want to bestow on everybody. And as Chocolate was saying, all my time is coming up, but I still got a few more seconds. Cam Newton got beat up, but all these other guys, and I'm not knocking Lamar. Lamar, all he does is win. But 4 interceptions. The kid from Detroit, he was terrible. Ron Thomas wants to make excuses for him. But the bottom line is, Bridgewater, man, came back, beat up again, and then they wanted to make a big deal over him not making that tackle a couple. That's why he didn't make the tackle, because he saves it for everything he has on the field, man. Man, I just got so much respect for Bridgewater. He is the biggest guy on any of these lists, man. Unbelievable to see him go out like that. I'm dead on 3 minutes. Boy, I'm good. Thank you.
Go ahead, Chocolate Girl.
Right.
This boy right here is something else.
As my illustrious colleague Guru was saying, I do have to give props to the University of Michigan Wolverines for their performance. I wasn't saying that they didn't perform well. I just said that Ohio State should not have let them win. They should have never allowed them to play them that well. It was like they were unprepared. So Michigan capitalized on that. They saw that Ohio State didn't change their defensive schemes. So what did they do? We're going to keep running the ball. Run that back. Dude got 4 or 5. One running back got 4 or 5 touchdowns. That's crazy. And Ohio State has not allowed that to happen all season. So it's almost as if they all of a sudden forgot how to coach. I don't know. This is what I was saying in the pre-show. I believe that Vegas is all over all these sports right now, all of them, because it's weird, crazy stuff happening in all sports, all of them, in the NBA, NFL, college. It's just baseball. It's weird stuff going on. People who are dominant at whatever they do in that sport, all of a sudden a game will happen and they look pedestrian, like this is the first time they ever played a game. How does that happen? And how is it happening so many times?
What is Vegas? You say Vegas is doing something unscrupulous? Like, what are they doing?
I'm not saying, okay. What I'm saying is, I am not saying it's the city of Las Vegas. I'm saying there is some sports gambling going on and somebody is getting to somebody, because we all know who runs Vegas. We ain't even got to say it on the show. We already know.
She was implying. Okay.
Yeah, somewhere, everywhere, it's getting to somebody. But anyway, so certified player, the Michigan State Spartans football head coach Mel Tucker was named the Big Ten Coach of the Year. So shout out to him. He deserved it. Let me see who else. Oh, and Dennis mentioned Baltimore and how what's his name?
Lamar.
What's the quarterback's name? Lamar threw those four picks, but they still managed to beat the Cleveland Browns. So shout out to them for pulling that out. Even though they had those big turnovers, they still won the doggone game. So, and that's how you're supposed to do. You compensate. You messing up one area, you hold it together in another area. I also want to give a shout out to the Minnesota Timberwolves because they started out booty. We thought they were going to start out booty this year, but they're actually maintaining and holding their own pretty good behind Anthony Edwards, who I didn't have a whole lot of faith in. I think his fearlessness and the fact that he's not afraid of the moment is rubbing off on Cat. And finally, Cat is getting some of his moxie back because over the last 2 or 3 seasons, I don't know, Cat just been a little soft in the middle, and I think he's going to gain some of that back. So I'm going to be watching them. But that's it.
Okay, all right. I'm going to give mine out. My first certified player is going to the boxer from Philadelphia known as Cool Boy Steph, aka Stephen Fulton. He had become the unified 122-pound champion. I think he's undisputed as well. I think he's undisputed unified 122-pound champion. He's the only champion we got in Philadelphia right now. So I'm excited for him. Just gonna let you know that. He the only one that won something this weekend as well. Shit. Besides that, Leonard Fournette had a crazy game with his 4 touchdowns. You got to give a shout out to the Bengals for the way that they played. I definitely want to give it up to the Raiders for going out there and sticking it to the Cowboys. Thank God, made my Thanksgiving. I ain't gonna lie.
I love it.
And I know this is off the target. You got to give the Cowboy faithful some grief for crying about penalties, man. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest, man. Bunch of babies.
We'll get that a little later. Yeah.
You know what? We need to do babies of the week.
We be here all day. We do babies of the week.
No, just name one.
Yeah.
Babies of the week.
And you should have a picture of Big Baby in the background.
Yes, we should. When we get together in the pre-show, we should nominate and vote on one Big Baby of the week.
And Big
Baby of the week.
We need his picture.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say OG says the certified player was the whole Bengals team and his cousin Joe Mixon. Willem Mumbar said about Leonard Fournette. Holly Berry certified. She killed the movie Bruise. So yeah, she did a great job in that movie Bruise. Also want to give a certification out to Kevin Hart for his series that he had. That was a great series on Netflix. I don't usually watch nothing on Netflix, so let me get that out of the way. I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it yet.
But that true story by Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes, that was a good one.
I just shout out to him for giving Wesley some love, giving him some work.
Where is the Halle Berry movie?
Wesley did this on the show, right? He did this right here on the show.
For real?
I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh my!
Where's the Bruiser movie at? With a Halle?
Netflix.
It's on Netflix. It's called Bruise.
Netflix. What's it called?
Bruise. It's about her being a UFC fighter.
Oh yeah, I saw her talking about it, but I didn't know what outlet it was on. Okay, so I think I have that.
Okay.
Can I give one more certified, please?
Yes, you can.
Will you allow that?
Yes, I will.
I want to officially give a shout out and certified player to all the Pittsburgh Steelers legends who called out the current team and said that they called them out for being soft, for playing like, lazy, and all that, and just downright giving up on plays and just not doing it the Steeler way. So shout out to Ryan Clark, Rocky Blyer, and a few others who called out the current team. And I have to say, I agree with what they said. So
Rocky Blyer still living?
Yeah, man.
I'm not wishing death on him. Let me get out of the way.
He got to Vietnam, right?
It was just one of the way he was talked about in the conversation I had with somebody. Sound like he wasn't around no more. That's all I'm saying.
Well, they called out the Steelers, the current Steelers, and shout out to them. Shout out to Ryan Clark for stepping up for the coach and letting them know this is not about Tomlin. This is about the players, and totally breaking it down as to why and how. So, I've always loved Ryan Clark, but I couldn't love him any more than I did today. Well, actually yesterday when I was listening to it.
Juke said, what are adult hobbies?
What are you talking about? Wrong show, June.
That's Juke. Yeah, Juke said, what are adult hobbies?
Juke. Wrong show, Juke.
Yeah, that's what he was asking. Ron, what's your questions real quick, Ron?
What's up? Before you start, Ron, what's up, April Thomas? How you doing, young lady? I asked about you in the pre-show. I hope you're doing all right. Go ahead, Ron.
By the way, Rocky Bly is 75 years young, born March 6, 1946.
Yeah, I knew it was March something. I didn't know when.
I keep that right.
Should Big Ben retire at the end of the year?
Hell yeah.
He should have retired 2 years ago.
I agree with that.
Now, who you think y'all should get, Sam?
They already got their quarterback in my eyes.
I don't see him on the team.
Well, you better open your eyes up, Ron Thomas. Just because your team ain't got a quarterback.
Miss Sharon.
Oh,
my sister.
I'm sorry, Ron.
I mean, if I had my pick, it'd be Russell Wilson or Deshaun Watson.
Okay, I'm glad you said that.
One of those two.
Because a rumor going around right now, Russell Wilson is still not happy in Seattle.
Well, I mean, it's obvious he has reason not to be happy. And I would love to have Russell Wilson as a Steeler. Certainly would.
Because they gave him all that money last year or this offseason. And basically he was like, he need help. Well, we seen what kind of help he need. O-line, pass rushers, linebackers, corners, safeties.
Everything.
Anything.
They need help in all four lines, all four areas of the game. They really do.
So what do you think sports do?
As far as Big Ben?
Big Ben retiring.
Well, I already stated that he should have retired this year, and I do think that they need to give Haskins a try this season. And we've already seen the previous quarterback go out there; he's horrible, and so give him a shot. Let's see what he has. If he doesn't have anything, well, then you're going to have a pretty high pick. Maybe I don't know. You might be reaching it as a first round pick because you got quite a few different needs on the Steeler team. Whether you go defense or offense. They really still don't even have a really good wide receiver to me. I mean, all these other guys are, Juju was so overrated. He's out for the season. The other guy who wanted to do, trying to tell Tomlin how to run his practices, you better watch your play, son, because, Mike don't play that. But, and if anything, you should have made that suggestion to him to his face. And then that way you wouldn't have to be embarrassed. I mean, you could have went to him, on the side and say, hey, look, coach, I think that, we like music, during the practice. And he would have told you the reason why he doesn't feel it was the right thing to do. But instead of you calling him out and then him having to kind of make you look kind of silly, just to let you know that it's not your place. You don't make that decision, you know. And sometimes you got to know your place in life. But no, I think you got to give Haskins a shot. Why? You got nothing to lose, and that's the whole thing. That was my whole issue.
I agree
with Big Ben. You have nothing to lose.
I agree.
And
Ben should walk up in there and say, "Look, coach, I just don't have it anymore. Sit me." And then Tomlin needs to start Haskins, because we all know Mason Rudolph is trash. Sorry.
This my thing. Will he take advantage of the situation now? Did he learn for his mistakes in Washington?
Well, what is his mistakes? His biggest mistake as a quarterback is that he stares down the receiver. There was a
mistake.
Wait a minute, Guru. Go ahead, Ron. What did he do?
His biggest mistake was going to the club.
Yeah,
but
I'm you know, all that whole shit with him with the protocol and all that. That, you know, if you want to make a big deal because Rivera is a cancer survivor, okay, fine. But let's just stop that, because you can't have it be okay for one group of people and they can do whatever they want. Because the fact of the matter is, if you catch COVID in some way, either your kids was exposed, or somebody to you was exposed, or you was exposed, somehow you got an exposure which caused you to get the virus. So if you want to say that's carelessness, or that if you want to take people off the hot seat where that's concerned, fine. But it seems like everybody, I mean, LeBron James is in the protocol today, and he's supposed to be Superman. And so if he can catch it, I guess everybody. Well, Cam Newton caught it twice. I mean, there's a number of people have caught it twice and 3 times. So I mean, I don't know what to say anymore. I wear my damn mask everywhere. Shit, I'm thinking about wearing it to bed.
But what I'm saying is, if you're gonna be a leader of a favorite franchise, you got to act like a leader.
So let's get up there and lie on national television and be an outright freaking liar. And I'm leading people. As long as what's his name, Aaron Rodgers, to throw the football. Apparently nothing else matters. No, don't say that Haskins got to be this great leader of men, but meanwhile the other guy's a freaking liar.
I'm not talking about nobody else.
You can't have double standards. You can't have double standards. Let's stop this. Quarterback got to be this and this and that and this. He's a human being. If he plays good on the football field, it's just like the kid, the wide receiver. This guy's coming up with fake vaccine cards, blah, 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 blah. As long as he catches the ball, who cares? No, these fans don't care about their personal shit. You know what they care about? When they lose. That's all they care about. That's all they care about. So let's stop the farce. Let's stop it. These are not presidents of the United States, and we done had a president of the United States that wasn't shit. Had no character. So what position? So you tell me what position you need to be in where you need to have character in a society.
One thing, a quarterback should probably be a leader of men, right?
But we found out that's a lie.
Answer that question.
No, because if Aaron Rodgers can lie and have no ramifications for it whatsoever, I don't want to hear this leader of men shit. Stop it. Just stop it.
Here's what I'm going to say about that whole thing. Regardless of who is supposed to be a leader of men, they're all supposed to be professional football players. That's it. Period, point blank. So a lie is a lie. It doesn't matter who told it and who heard it. The lie is still a lie. And I'm not for letting certain people off the hook because they happen to be a superstar in the game. And then the insignificant person over here, they crucify him for doing the same thing. I'm going to bring up Brad Wheeler. That MFer almost killed this chick twice. Nobody's talking about it. I searched, not this past weekend, but weekend before last. I searched and searched and searched, even went to the county and the state of Washington court documents to see what's going on with this Brad Wheeler's case.
His name is Chad, not Brad.
I mean, Chad. Yeah, Chad Wheeler.
Right.
And I can't find the most updated thing. The last thing I could see, I saw the list of evidence for the case. I saw that. But they have not said, they have not listed what's going to happen. When is the next court date? Where are they with this case? And they were supposed to start the hearings in October. It's damn near December
Ms. Chocolate,
tomorrow.
you are aware of his defense, right?
I know what it is, but what I know why, I get all that. But what I'm saying is nobody is talking about it. Everybody's done forgot all about her.
Well,
like she don't matter.
I'm gonna assume because
why? Because he's not a star. Because he's not a star in the league. No, I'm not for that. So I'm speaking to Guru's point. Right, to Guru's point, Guru does have a point, Ron.
Yeah.
I understand what Ron is saying. I understand what Guru is saying. You're both right, actually. But what I'm saying is, it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. And the bullshit that they try to pull on Dwayne Haskins in Washington was just that. It was bullshit. Right. It was bull. It wasn't all that. It wasn't as bad as what they were fabricating, is what I'm saying. He didn't do any worse than anybody else on that team.
Right.
But the media tried to crucify him as some irresponsible, just wild, out of control black man. The wild, uncontrollable black man, immature, don't know how to act. You get what I'm saying? That's how they're trying to portray. Now he's not helping himself when he does break protocol. He's not helping himself. But you still got to place it where it is. Don't fall for the narrative. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm trying to say.
The latest narrative, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Guru, but the latest narrative was that during the practice, Dwayne Haskins, this is when Ben got COVID, and there was a chance that, and they moved him up as the backup. Right. And then Mason was going to be the starter. And in the practice, supposedly, Dwayne Haskins was looking at his phone during practice rather than practice.
Well, it wasn't a practice, wasn't it, during the pregame warm-up?
No, they said the practice and the pregame. That it was like a continuation. He had to be talked to twice.
If that was the case,
I said, I don't care. I don't care if it was a pregame. I don't care. Let them make. How do y'all know that he doesn't have a grandma that's dying and he wanted to see if somebody was texting about it? You don't know what that man got going on in his life. Stop it. They're just looking for anything to pin on this guy. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of that.
I agree with you that they are trying to find the most pettiest stuff because, like you said, his wife could be pregnant. It could be a number of things why he had to.
Grandma could be dying.
If you wanna be fair about it, bar all phones from the field. Okay. Put the rule in there that you're not supposed to have the phones on the field. Like at my job, you wasn't supposed to have them on your person. So do that if it's such a big deal or such a taboo thing of looking at your damn phone. Everybody looks at their phone. You got 5-year-old kids looking at their phone.
No. What do you think, Dennis?
I agree with what everybody was saying. I don't think there's a problem with Dwayne Haskins. I really do believe that there's somebody out there to make sure that he doesn't do right. Like somebody got a target on his back to make sure that he don't get opportunity and he won't do right. I don't understand it though. But somebody out there got a target on him. That's exactly how I feel. Like somebody purposely got a target on him.
Probably Ron Thomas.
He's just joking, Ron.
If Ron had a target, his first target that he would use would be on Cam Newton. He would skip Tom Brady and shoot.
No, it would be Jalen Hurts.
Me Ron Thomas got something against the black quarterback. Is that what it is? He got something against the black quarterback.
It's the black quarterback in his division.
It'll be Jalen Hurts because he's in Philadelphia.
Well, he ain't say nothing about Philadelphia today. I thought he was gonna put us on his trash ass players list.
I knew you were going to do it.
I was wrong.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna do it. That's why I didn't do it.
But my next question.
I was so mad at that damn game. Oh, Lord.
What OC in the NFL should get fired at the end of the year?
Man, Canada.
I think who got
one season.
Who else got another struggling ass offense? They just be looking terrible.
Seattle.
Yeah, but they gonna get rid of everybody. That sounds like that's about to be a new clean house over there.
But
your boy Will says Brian Daboll. Isn't that Buffalo's
that
OC?
Buffalo.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get fired, but they just trying to get him out of there because they don't like his play calling because he don't run the ball.
Well, you gotta have somebody to run it with. They ain't got no damn run. Who gonna run it?
Wait a minute. They could have got somebody. AP.
He still can. He's still out there.
They go get AP. Now, I would have fired Brian Daboll last
Wait a minute. Isn't AP washed? Isn't he washed?
No.
Wait a minute. I thought he was washed.
That's what the people are saying.
Isn't he washed? I don't, yeah. Okay.
He look good.
He's supposed to be washed. Le'Veon Bell's washed. Cam Newton's washed. Who else washed? What's his name? Dez Bryant washed. Everybody washed. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing everybody washed.
Well, I got an OC. You ready?
Yeah.
Joe Brady. Because they made a big deal that this guy is such a great phenom coming from college. He hadn't did anything when it was, what's his name? Sam Darnold. Then the other kid came in. He was terrible. Cam basically saved the day because he won 2 games, basically, on athleticism. Now they got a whole week off because of the bye. So let's see what he does now because this guy is so heralded. He's supposed to be this. I'm tired of these guys coming out with this damn reputation that they gurus and they stealing my name.
You know what? Nobody wants to steal your name.
Well, that's what you think, Ron Thomas. Because any show I come on, let me tell you this, Ron Thomas. Let me tell you this, Ron Thomas, before you put your foot in your mouth, young man. When I come on the show, guess what happens?
No.
Numbers go up. That's more than I can say for them players. That's right. I take fledgling shows and I make them superstars.
Yeah.
Just like OJ Simpson. Just like OJ. I make them superstars and rent cars. All right. So there you go.
Dennis, that sounds like a clip for me. To me, that's a clip.
Let me just
Let's mark it. Let's mark it.
Yeah, you better.
Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. People are saying Anthony Lynn. I don't understand what's going on with Anthony Lynn in Detroit. Be honest.
Well, he got the play calling duties snatched away from him from that dopey head coach of his.
Right.
He didn't seem to do much better last week, did he?
No, not even with the managing the timeouts.
I don't think they got the right players in Detroit.
Right.
Yeah, well, they obviously don't. I mean, look, they got a quarterback that nobody wanted, all right? And he hasn't really played very well at all. Let's be honest. Even though the guy that replaced him, in L.A., the bloom has come off his rose, okay? Because he ain't all what the coach got him cracked up to be. So it's a lot of guys that ain't living up to their so-called reputations. Let's be honest.
You know what happened? Somebody blew the makeup off his ass. That's what the fuck happened. He had that makeup on, thought he was RuPaul and all that, but they blew his makeup off. Now he's just regular RuPaul with the bald ass head. they like, wait a minute. Yeah, they got you.
No comment on that one.
Let me go to my next question.
Yes, hurry up.
What NBA head coach should get the Kings job in the NBA?
Well, like Miss Chocolate was saying earlier in the pre-show, I think we should just wait until Alvin Gentry, makes that job available. As right now, Alvin Gentry is doing a good guy. Them boys playing on another bit of energy.
What?
Me and Guru watched the game the other day. Guru was upset. The Lakers in Sacramento. He was upset, but he has to admit they was playing on another bit of energy, wasn't they, Guru?
Yeah, they play. I mean, Alvin Gentry, this is about the 4th head coaching job. He must be got half white in him or something, because brothers don't get that much opportunity. But hey, let's be honest. They have been playing better, and they still are not really settled, because I think Buddy Hield is on maybe the last or the 2 years left on his contract. They're not sure if they want to re-sign him. They certainly don't want to re-sign him to max contract. That they're not going to do. So there's still a lot to be decided in that organization. So, like Dennis said, let it play itself out. Like Miss Chocolate said, let it play itself out.
Miss Chocolate.
I have to agree with you, Dennis. As the resident Sacramento Kings hater in this camp, I watched them play and I was like, wow, they do have a renewed energy, right? And they did, they're playing a little better. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. A lot of people don't have any faith in Alvin Gentry, but I don't think he's a bad coach at all. So I don't think that he's known to be tough though. Like he doesn't instill toughness in his players. He doesn't like Tibbs. He instills toughness. Right. Now he might be lacking in other areas, but the toughness he got down right. And so,
in fairness to Alvin, I'm not a fan one way or another. But Tibbs, why did they have to call out Kemba and make a press conference just like they did with the guy Blake Griffin in Brooklyn?
That's a whole nother story. Like you're right about that. We're gonna do that. I'm just simply talking about the toughness thing. Right. I wish Alvin could get focus more on the defense and being tough in games. I think if he would add that to his repertoire, he would have a greater success and a better reputation. That's all I'm saying. But it's the Kings. I don't wish them any success anyway because I hate that team. So whatever. I don't really care. But they do look different than they did 2 weeks ago, actually.
Well, shit, really Bill Walton's son was coaching him. He's a pathetic ass head coach. So if a 5-year-old was coaching him, they'd look better.
Well, you gotta remember.
There's some coaches out there worse than Luke though. There are some. I don't know who they are because they're not coaches.
In my book, there ain't nobody worse than him.
No, I'm saying he got a head coaching I don't know job. Who they are because they're not coaching. But what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna say he's the worst ever. I mean, I ain't gonna say that.
He's up there. He got a coaching job off of doing a terrible job in LA. Didn't even the grease wasn't even like you fried grease and I can't even cook. Or you fry fish and then you let it cool down and then you throw it out. They didn't let the motherfucker cool down. He got a job. What the hell was going on? Even my fat ass knows.
Ladies and gentlemen, cool down. This is Talk Your Ish Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. And Guru is talking his ish. His ish.
I was going to say, like my cousin always say, never heard of him.
Never heard of him. Shout out to OG.
So Luke Walton. I like Luke Walton.
Oh God.
I don't think that he's that good of a coach, though. But
I like him. I like him as a person. I like him as a player, but he's not that great of a coach. Yeah. I think he needs to spend more time in the assistant's role.
He got that big head after that 30 games that Kerr was out. And I think he only ended up losing like 2 or something like that. So everybody was like, "Oh, well, you can take over. You can be a head coach anywhere."
You know what?
There's a worse head coach out there than him.
Yeah, there are.
He's in your beloved city, Brooklyn.
But let me tell you why. Let me tell you what happened with that. It came out in an interview that Kerr used to talk to him, like in practice. So Kerr was at home with his back, right? This is when his back was out. But Kerr would talk to him in practices and everything. It's almost like they patched him in. So he was telling him what to do. So it's like Kerr was still coaching. That was Kerr. That was all him. It wasn't even Luke. It really was all Steve Kerr. And that's what came out. But then fast forward to the next year after that. And people were saying that Coach Kerr couldn't really coach because Draymond and them and Steph and all, they were just so good. They didn't really need real coaching. So he's not really a good coach. It's just, he's coaching it. And I said, wait a minute. Which one is it? Last year, he's a great coach because he was telling Luke what to do. Now this year, to suit your narrative, all of a sudden now, oh, he's not really coaching. You know, Steph and Clay and Draymond and KD and them, they just really pretty much run themselves. They don't really need a good coach for that. I'm like, which one is it? Which one? Narratives. It's all about people's narratives.
My next question. Do you think Minnesota Vikings will make it to the playoffs this year?
Hell no.
I think they got a chance, but
They do have a chance. According to the numbers, they have a
chance. Just when you think they're gonna have a chance, they do something ridiculous, like lose the next game against a team that they should beat. No, they're not. They don't have a chance. They're not a playoff team. The guru says, put your house on it.
But see, that's what projects,
put the projects on it.
That's what the Chargers are doing too. Every doggone time I pick them to win, they lose. Every time. When they should win, they lose. When they should lose, they win. It's ridiculous.
Chargers are a young they got a young quarterback that I could see them having growing pains and a little bit, but no, not Minnesota. I don't have that same excuse for them. Kirk Cousins been around a long time, and then Kirk, he had 20 touchdowns or 20 something. So I think Will said last week, and 2 interceptions. Well, I seen he thrown one the other day, so that 2 went up to at least 3. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Come on, Georgetown, let's go.
Okay. Y'all leave my Kirk Cousins alone.
You like that?
Yes, I like that.
But you know what? It don't matter who's the quarterback for Washington. They all get the same treatment. I tell Washington that they don't give a fuck about none of them quarterbacks that play for them. None of them.
They don't.
They all get the same treatment.
Heineke out to be
not since
next best thing. He ain't shit either. Last night he didn't do nothing. It was basically Russell Wilson playing for the other team, and the defense, let's face it, since what's his name went out, they played a whole lot better. And that's probably not, cause and effect. It's just that it took them that long to get their defense on the right, page with one another. And so now the defense is actually playing very good football. Although, like I said, Russell Wilson, they go all the way down, they score the touchdown, and then blow the 2-point conversion, and then get the onside kick, and then have that, and then have somebody was their pinky toe was over the line. Oh man, it wasn't set up properly. That was ridiculous, man. So it is what it is.
Yeah, that was. Next one, man.
Do you think Matt Ryan can carry the Atlanta Falcons to the second round of the playoffs this year?
They're not even going to make the goddamn playoffs. Oh, are you drinking?
Dennis, I tried to be nice. I tried to be nice. That's it.
Ron, come on. Ron,
Once again, I got to show you again. When you get a football team, a real football team.
He got one. He didn't get division.
He a Carolina. He a Baltimore fan.
No.
He just straight the Panthers now.
You're misrepresenting me. I rooted for, so far this year, the first team I rooted for, Ron Thomas, let's get it straight, okay, I was rooting for my man, Jameis Winston, because I love me some Jameis Winston.
Okay, then who else?
And then he tore his ACL, and then all of a sudden, God came and placed Cam back in Carolina. Because according to all these other fools, he was not going to quarterback again. As Stephen A. Smith and his
wait a minute. Cam is washed, though, Guru. I just want to let you know, Cam is washed.
Right. Although he got two wins, and all they had was 3 the whole season, and they played the whole season without him. Okay. So now I'm rooting for Cam. Has always been one of my favorite quarterbacks. I root for the black quarterback. I don't sit there and root for Atlanta until the governor give y'all some 30 acres in a mule.
I'm glad you talking because Atlanta is second place in our division. So keep on talking.
Second place gets you nothing, Ron.
Hey, keep on talking.
Ron, if Atlanta makes the hold on. Ron, if Atlanta makes the playoffs, I'm gonna give you $500 to whatever.
Hey, Dennis, I'll be back.
I said it on this show. There you go. But
you're
gonna give me a written apology. You're gonna give me a written apology, and I want you to run 500 times. Atlanta ain't shit. All right, there's the bet. Atlanta ain't shit 500 times, and I want it to be in your best motherfucking handwriting. You hear me?
Yeah, this guru is crazy as hell.
Yes.
So I looked at him like he lost his mind. And I think he did.
No, I'm dead serious.
I know he's a New York fan. And I know he
you know I don't root for them fools.
And the New York Knicks that has not done shit in 20-something years. And
And I left the day Strawberry and my man Gooden left. Those were my homies in baseball. When in basketball, when my man Ewing, that's right. When my favorite player leaves, I'm gone. I'm not having no allegiance to this city. Shit, if they could have fired me at the railroad, they would have.
Oh Lord,
Dennis, back to the question, please.
I was hoping we
There we go.
weren't gonna get a rest.
I'm gonna start bringing a bell on the show.
Right.
I'm gonna bring a bell.
Every time he bring up a railroad story, I'm just gonna start bringing.
I'm just gonna ring. I'm gonna ring the bell. Where my bells at? I got a bell up in here somewhere.
What do you think, Dennis, about Matt Ryan?
I think that you sniffing glue. That's first of all, because we both know that your Atlanta Falcons is not going nowhere. Okay. We know this. Now we both know this. Now I didn't want to bring this up because your Georgia Bulldogs look like they're gonna win it all. So I'll give you that. Your Atlanta Braves won it. You didn't go to the parade, but you know that was your choice. All right.
I don't got no baseball team.
I know. Yeah, we know.
And
we're a basketball team.
I'm praying those Bulldogs get their ass.
You know what? I actually hope that the Bulldogs win it all. I do. I hope they win all of it. It'd just be good to get somebody else up there.
Oh, let's go Bama. I hope and that's this Saturday, right?
Roll
Tide.
Man, I think I'm gonna drive up.
You gotta say it right, Dennis. Dennis, you gotta say it right. You can't just say Roll Tide like that.
Right to the dinner
I'm gonna get me.
I gotta say it the right way.
You gotta say it the right way.
Roll Tide! Woo! Bama!
I can't root for them.
Let's meet up in Georgia. Where's this game at?
My next question.
He said my next question. Go ahead, Rod Thomas. Go ahead, Rod.
Did we crown the Rams too early as the Super Bowl favorites?
No, we didn't. Can I go?
Go ahead. I'll let you go.
No, I don't believe we did. We talked about this in the pre-show.
What?
I believe all indicators was indicating that they were the team to beat, that they were the team, they were the favorite to go. I don't think that we read the tea leaves wrong. There just came a time when things look different now, i.e. Vegas. I keep telling y'all because the Rams don't even look like the same team.
Yeah, you're right.
They don't look like the same team. And I asked y'all a very important question. Who's talking about Aaron Donald now?
Nobody.
Last 3 seasons, you can't get through an NFL show without his name being mentioned. Now, no. And he's supposed to be still the man, right? Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year. Aaron Donald, couldn't give it to TJ Watt. Oh, it's Aaron Donald. Okay. Aaron Donald. But all of a sudden now, no one's talking about him. And this man is good now. I'm not taking anything away from him. I really love his game. But all of a sudden now, the Rams, they're looking real suspect. But in the beginning, all cylinders were pointing towards them going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Then when they beat Tampa Bay, it really ramped that noise up because everybody was calling them kryptonite.
Right.
Everybody was calling them kryptonite. Like, yeah, if you didn't think they were going to the Super Bowl after this win over Tampa Bay, now you really know. So I don't know. I don't think that we rush to crown them, because that's the way it was going. That's what they looked like. That's what was anticipated. That's what we suspected based upon the way they looked and the things they were doing in like the first 3 games. I always tell y'all, I got to wait for the first 3 regular season games and sometime the 4th before I make any assessments. And we were still talking about the Rams being the best by week 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have any problem with that. I don't feel like a fool or anything, or say we read it wrong. They've changed. They look differently. Am I alone? Do y'all think that they look differently? Because that's what I see.
To be honest, I'm with you, Sharon. They look a lot different.
They look different.
They had not been on the same page for the past, 4 games? The last 4 games or 3 games? I mean, something going on behind the scenes. And you might be right with the whole Las Vegas thing.
And then OG brought up Von Miller. Von Miller went there.
See,
I forgot he was in the league.
The
quick.
The way he got pancaked, 2 weeks ago? Don't look.
Well, I mean, he's on a new team. I mean, it takes you a minute to get used to a new team. I mean, you've been on Denver your whole career, and then all of a sudden you go there. I'm sure. I mean, so I'm not going to bash him for whatever. I'm not a Von Miller fan, but I do respect his greatness as a player. So if he, made mistakes and stuff in his first couple of games, well, that's understandable.
Right.
But my point
he was injured too, wasn't
nobody's talking about him. Nobody's talking about Aaron Donald. Nobody.
He was injured. Then they got him. The Rams got him. What do you think, Dennis?
I personally think that, a lot of people did crown him too early. And I was probably one of them too. But I didn't see the whole Super Bowl thing, but I did see them being, a favorite.
Why do you feel like you crowned them too early though? What makes you wait now going into week 12?
I knew they didn't have a running game from the beginning.
Week 13.
Yeah,
you knew what?
I knew they didn't have a running game from the beginning.
Yeah.
And now, like I said, somebody blew the makeup off of Matthew Stafford. So
you know what?
He's looking the same no more.
He
no longer. Let me say it this way. He's no longer an Instagram model. He is. He is back to being $40 worth of trash. All right.
I don't even see the same fans no more for the Rams.
They from talking about Rams ain't never had no fans.
They disappeared.
Rams ain't got they had the paper fans. Remember that?
They disappeared.
They ain't got no fans. You talking about Rams got fans?
Hey, that's what I heard.
They had fans on the sports shows, but they're not even talking about the Rams anymore.
They disappear.
They're like an afterthought.
Rams ain't got no fan, no real fans. Don't nobody know what.
And I don't know if well, let Guru go because he didn't answer yet.
I think the media did crown them. All they were talking about is how Stafford this and the coach was, what's his name, McVay, right? He was talking about how, the other guy, this guy is better for our system. And, I mean, basically a lot of that is coming from McVay. McVay, made it seem like, what's his name? Jared Goff was a piece of crap and it wasn't fair to him. And, Jared got them to a Super Bowl, so how terrible could he have really been? I really think that's where a lot of this stemmed from. And then the players was following suit. Oh, we got, Stafford and he does this, he does that. Oh, he's always been a loser. He's never risen above anything. He had, what's his name? The brother is the head coach. They try to blame him.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. How can you win in Detroit?
Well, how come the narrative was that the 9-6 or whatever season that Caldwell had was so terrible that they had to get rid of him. You know, that wasn't good enough. The general manager said at the time, we're better than that. Quote out of his mouth. All right?
As if he didn't go 0-16 just a couple years before that.
Exactly.
Right. Until Caldwell got
they
there.
put it all on Caldwell. Right? So I'm not, you know, and what's his name on that team? The guy that retired? You know, the great wide receiver? Yeah. And
Megatron.
They try to get that. That's like Metro North going after $25 for me. They wouldn't even give him the money. I mean, what a joke, man. What a joke of an organization they was in terms of that. That was them. That was nobody else. I'm not putting the blame on anybody else. Really, I'm not going to do that.
Let me say this about what your comment about Jared Goff when he was at the Rams. The part of the reason why it didn't work with Goff and the Rams, even though he got him to a Super Bowl, he was not a leader of men. His teammates didn't particularly care for him because
who said that?
They didn't. Some of his former teammates have said it. They didn't particularly care for him because he has a personality similar to Aaron.
I never heard that.
Hold on. He has a personality similar to Aaron Rodgers. He does. And that caused some issues in the locker room. He was serviceable though. You're right. He led him to a Super Bowl, but he was wildly inconsistent. And then the major reason why, though, McVay got rid of him is because of that whole thing with his wife. That's it. It had nothing to do with football. It had to do with that.
It was personal.
Right. It was personal.
They do talk about their attitudes, and I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers and Jared Goff, and they both went to college. Yeah. So it doesn't surprise me.
They both talk about, what do you mean, their demeanor, not the attitude?
Well, I guess you would say their body language.
Both of it. It's their demeanor, it's their attitude, standoffish, big me, little you. I'm not really, I'm in the team, but I'm not really part of y'all. I'm the quarterback. And Jared came in like that. He was like that in college. That's just the way he is.
Well,
to me,
the biggest problem with Jared is because just like the kid in Buffalo, they want to give these kids the money, even though they haven't proven themselves. And Josh Allen's a perfect example. He didn't have to prove himself, and now he got all this money, and he's having, not the type of year that everybody said. But yet, meanwhile, Jackson, they want to make him jump through hoops in order to get his money, and I think that's the issue. When it comes to certain quarterbacks, the league is too free to give up that money and make him this franchise player and make him the highest paid quarterback, and that's nonsense. You don't have to do that. Just like guess who's not getting that? That clown in Cleveland. They ain't giving him the money, and that's the right. They ain't giving him that. Play.
Wait a minute. Will Bombard already said that about his wife. Yes, that's a reason too. I did say that. What he said about McVay's wife was foul, and other players didn't like that either. But their dislike for him started before the whole wife comment. Right. This has been the whole time since he's been in the league with the Rams. It's every year, year in, year out, and it's deteriorated over the years. And by the time McVay got there, it was just like, why am I keeping this dude around? But then the whole thing went down with the wife. That was the last straw. Right. That's how that was. That's what I'm told. So I'm going by what I was told.
Oh yeah, now Guru, what you were saying, yeah, I understand. You got some teams out there that haven't had a franchise quarterback in almost 20 years. So they going to give him a lot of money because they ain't had nothing like it in a long time. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland do sign him to a contract. I don't think it's going to be nothing big as anybody else is getting, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them signing him because they may not have the successor in place right now. My issue is that they got to break the bank for these guys. The kid in Buffalo did not deserve to get the bank broken. He had not proven himself on the level of Mahomes or any of those other quarterbacks that got that mega money. He's not on that level yet. I'm sorry. And now he's got this money.
I mean, he got the money just as big as Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott ain't never been to championship game.
And I didn't say Dak Prescott should have got the money a long time ago. That was Jerry Slave Odin Jones' fault. His stupid ass self. They should have been unpaid him, and they would have never been in that predicament. You're right. Prescott didn't deserve that money either. But those fools had after he got hurt and they saw how terrible they was, they had no other choice but to pay him.
Right.
I'm not saying that it doesn't matter if you're black or white. It's a matter of if you got the goods.
I'm not thinking about black and white. I just know Baltimore don't give a damn about quarterbacks.
Right,
that's
but
they don't give a damn about quarterbacks.
He don't have an agent. He don't have an agent, so he's the one that's trying. He can't play football and his mother get the contract at the same time.
No, he said he's gonna wait. He said he's gonna wait till the season's over for that.
Yeah, but the issue is he does not have an agent.
Okay, I don't think that's an issue because a lot of players didn't have an agent.
Well, it is because you gotta come up with the terms of the agreement. And an agent can do that for you, opposed to him and his mother trying to hammer it out and trying to figure out what the going market rate is and all that. That's impossible to do during the season. So that's why he said he'll push it to the off season. Okay, that was the whole issue.
But I don't know if he's going to get the broken bank. Does he deserve it? Yes. Well,
let's put it this way: he's going to get more than Josh Allen. Okay, and he better because that's been the precedent.
Wait. Now, when you say more, do you mean more per year or you mean more money than him, period?
Skippy, you figure the shit out. I said more. Okay? And, you ever see the movie? Hold up. Let me educate you, young man. You ever see the movie Oliver? You probably haven't. Okay? What did Oliver say?
I didn't see
little greedy white orphan. What did he say? Give me more.
You gotta hold it. You gotta hold the ball up.
Give me more.
You gotta hold the ball up like that.
All right. So now you got some damn culture, boy. You got some culture. Oliver, do your research, brother. Oliver, you should know that. Give me more.
Lamar Jackson should get more, but if he doesn't get more, Sharon, the chocolate girl, will not be shocked. I won't be shocked.
I think he'll get more. I think he'll make more than him a year, but I don't think he will get more than him in a contract.
A long time.
According to the stupid precedent the NFL sets for themselves, because to me it makes no sense. You don't have to pay somebody more because they're the next man up. That's ignorant. They keep doing that. I mean, it's almost like today with the baseball. It's just dumb. You don't have to keep paying these guys more.
It's the way of the world.
No, it's not the way of the world.
It's
the way of sports.
Obviously, you've been watching sports. That's what's been going on.
It's the way some sports leagues are acting.
You gotta consider which demographic is in charge of this of this country in the market right now.
Right.
It's not us.
I agree with that 100%.
All right. That's all I'm gonna say.
Guess what? You can't change the narrative when now the kid is black who's getting the money. You see?
But they're going to do that. They're always going to do that.
No, but they didn't. They didn't because guess who benefited from it? Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott. He benefited from it. So now, if things are supposed to be the way they are, and I believe they will, because they don't want that. They don't want to fight that battle. He will get more than his predecessor, Josh Allen.
Let me say this, Guru. Let me say this. Dak would not have benefited from it if he had not gotten injured. That's the difference.
No, he would have. If he would have signed when he should have signed when Slave Master Jerry was holding out, saving his money for Tony Romo.
I'm saying him getting injured, just like you said earlier, him getting injured and them having to play without him and not being able to perform. That's what did it. So I'm saying, had that injury not happened when it happened, he would not have benefited. That's all I'm saying. So I
disagree with that.
I don't. Because trust and believe, it would have come down to Dak almost having to sit out. They would not have paid that man. They would not have paid him had he not gotten hurt.
Well,
he had to get hurt to prove to them his worth. That's what that black quarterback had to do.
He didn't
do that
he didn't prove
to prove it. They couldn't see that crap before he got hurt.
Okay.
I could see it. Stevie Wonder saw it, but no.
Seen it.
Right. But him proving it was not him proving it on the field. It was them going out on the field and spitting
That's what I'm saying.
Bit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. All right, Dennis, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Y'all good. I ain't mad at it. I mean,
I just wanted to get that point out there.
It was something that I was thinking about because I used to have that big argument all the time. When y'all gonna pay that?
Yeah, we used to talk about it all the time. When they gonna play Dak?
Cowboy fans had so many answers to it. Oh, well, Dak ain't good without Zeke. We seen Dak without Zeke. We haven't seen Zeke without that. And then last year, Dak got injured, and Zeke just started fumbling the ball away.
That's right.
He looked bad last year.
He looked real bad.
And then everybody couldn't say nothing. They was like, "Oh well, yeah, just as much."
Pay the man. Pay the man. Pay him. Run him his money. That's what they said.
My last question.
Your last question now.
Yeah. Do you think the refs will call the SEC championship game down the middle against Georgia Bulldogs versus Alabama?
All I gotta do, my answer to that question is 2 words. Dennis know what I'm about to say.
Say it. I want you to say it.
My answer is Las Vegas. Y'all can carry on.
Because every time we play Bama, the refs be doing a little bit cheating shit.
Man, that's what referees do.
That's
why this is one of the reasons why I always said referees need to be on the payroll. It's one of the reasons why I said that referees need to be to a point that during the off season, they taking training classes to get better and better and better. Referees need to get on payroll.
But this my point is they do all that and they still be cheating. Just not for this. But you can
weave them out.
But
you can weave them out if they cheat.
They try to see.
But no, but they not going. They can't see it now. But see, if you with somebody all year and you the one that's been training them and everything, and now you see them in the game call the play that they ain't been calling like that all year because you've been training them, then you know something up. All right, you got to go.
Because
train somebody else.
Let me say this. Just not in this game. We see other games referee be cheating in games.
That's because they part-time workers. When they become full-time workers, they'll be better. I always say this, but I'm trying to tell you. If you want to get Vegas out of there, if you want referees to stop cheating, make them full-time during the off-season. That's where they should be in training class at. So they could go over those plays where people was like, well, listen, this is a suspect play right here. What made you call this? See, with them being part-time in our off-season, they doing the same thing we doing. They chilling.
Right.
They might be working somewhere else doing, some type of refereeing somewhere else, but they don't ever get a time to go back and actually, learn from their mistakes. They just keep going.
Because it been many games for this year. You be like, why the fuck you cheating for their team? Why the fuck they did not get the first down, but you gave it to them anyway?
They do.
I mean, it just stupid ass shit. They tried to see this shit is wide open. The referee do that in front of the fans on the football field. And that shit pissed me the fuck off all the time. Call the game right down the damn middle. If that team that good, call that game down the middle.
We'll see.
They got to make money for somebody.
Yeah. Zara said, you're already setting up your excuses for Georgia.
Zara, I may not be talking. The Penn State, nobody in sight.
No way.
Oh, but I tell you one thing. Brother got his money, though. Brother got paid.
What brother got paid? Over Penn State? Yeah.
He got his money.
So I will not be tossing, player. Just watch the real team do some work. To them, keep your mouth closed.
So that championship game y'all lost with what's up, June? That championship game that y'all lost back in the day with Jake Form. Y'all was seeded in that game?
Yep. It was holding. Bama was holding the O-line. They did not call it. That last touchdown that Bama got, they were holding. Our defensive ends, defensive tackle, did they call that? No. Like I said, every time we played Bama, it'll always be some foot shit going on with Bama and the referees. Call the damn game down the middle. If they beat us, they just beat us.
Hey, Guru, June wanted to know, are you watching this Knicks game?
I just finished watching my Hoyas beat Longwood, and now I will switch over to. I watched the first half of the Knick game, and now I'm back on it. The Knicks was winning when I last went off. Why? What's the story?
Well, my question is, all right, since we all here, because I didn't understand what happened, I missed it. You was talking about it earlier. Kemba Walker with the New York Knickerbockers. What is going on here?
Well, basically, what happened was a day or two ago, the Knicks came out in a press conference, pretty much, or a statement stating that Kemba was out of the starting lineup, out of the rotation until further notice. Now, I, for the life of me, have never heard a team making such an announcement. The Lakers have changed started lineups about 10 times in 20 games. And I have not once seen them come out and say who was in and who was out. It doesn't make sense. Now, today also, Blake Griffin was also notified or in some sort of press conference because now the media goes to him and says, we're told that you're out of the rotation. So Blake, I believe, was, I don't watch as many net games, but I believe he was in the starting lineup. Now he's out of the starting lineup, and now he's taking a support role. The Knicks game is 92-90, 8:46 left to go. Fourth quarter, live from that Crooklyn arena, called the Barclays Center. That's dark as hell. But anyway, but what I will say is, back to the story. Now, I don't understand what this nonsense about, making this, news or more newsworthy than it has to be. Now, I didn't see all this negativity with Kemba, but I heard people today. What's his name? I'm thinking of the announcer for the Knicks. He comes on ESPN with Bart Scott Hahn. Yeah, something Hahn. He said that that the 20 games. Like 20 games is a lot of games. The Lakers still haven't figured it out. They might need 60 games to figure it out. So 20 games is not a lot of time to give him. I mean, they make it like the Knicks have won some games they should have won. They got off to a great start. They fell back a little bit. Tonight, it's 93-92. They're in Brooklyn. Eight and change remaining. Playing a really good game. I mean, look, the Knicks got to stop acting like this is the 69 Red Holzman Knicks. This ain't no damn Red Holzman coaching this team. What the hell is wrong with these people? This is the problem with New York. They always think they're better than what they are. New Yorkers think that we invented basketball. We ain't invent shit. Only thing we invented is crime. That's the only thing we invented. Okay? Excuse me?
Nothing. Right on.
Okay. The only thing they invented is crime out here. or parts of pocketed of racism, just like Boston. Okay? That's the only thing New York is really famous for. So just cut it out. New York got the best of the best and the worst of the worst. Okay, and the best of the best as far as living in all its tremendous neighborhoods. Most people never gonna live in those type of neighborhoods. Okay, so let's just Scarsdale. They got one black kid that goes to the whole school. Okay, all right. Okay, that was his father was the editing the owner of a Black Enterprise, Earl Graves. Okay, so don't let me have to break it down to you because I will. All right. So
they saying in the comments that New York did invent hip hop.
I don't know about that. I thought that. Well, Detroit. If you watch this thing that's on TV right now, the Black Mafia family, they seem like they had a hold on that more so than New York. So do your damn education, Fred. Don't be coming out with New York. Don't be giving New York credit for something they ain't to do. Because you think Jay-Z didn't create hip hop. All right? For y'all, because he was selling drugs in Marcy Projects. And y'all don't even know where the hell Marcy Projects is. All right? Because that's what Jay-Z was doing with his drug selling ass self.
We know what Marcy Projects is.
I do want
to have you ever been in Marcy Projects?
I have not been inside, but I parked outside.
You don't want to go.
It ain't nothing to be scared of. Stop trying to make it seem like New York this scary ass place.
Okay, because the only projects I know that's worse, it was in Jersey and Newark. And guess what they did to that mall? Because I used to go there to see this chick back in the day. That's how desperate I was. And what happened was they used to take the garbage and put it out in front of. They had no damn incinerator, so they put the garbage out in front of your house. So that you imagine going up the stairs and all this garbage. Oh man, the rats and stuff was running around there having picnics. So they burnt that mother bleeper down. Ain't no longer here. They took a bulldozer and said, all you Negroes, get the hell out. Get out of here.
But I do want to say something to Czar. And I do got to take Czar. Like I just said, just sit back and watch a real team go to work. To them, buddy, y'all did not make it to the playoffs. How you like me now?
They got projects as bad everywhere though, Guru.
Okay. No. There's first of all, they got a project in Brooklyn that looks like it's in Sheepshead Bay, where it's nicer than damn near Scarsdale. So that's the antithesis of that. That is so nice you can eat off the floors in this projects. Guess what? Ain't nobody look like you that lives there. Okay? Well, how about that, Skippy? How about that?
We was talking about the rough and toughness of Marcy Projects.
Okay, all I'm telling you there's a project in Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn, New York, that you think you was in a damn country club.
Okay.
So every project is a project to its own player. And I'm telling you, Van Dyke projects in Brooklyn,
on the sports show. We talking about
Marcy projects. These some bad projects, cuz. And I know they got some bad projects in Philadelphia, but let me tell you again, like I told you once about Philadelphia. They just New York little brother. That's all y'all is.
Hey guys, we don't do shit like y'all.
Yeah,
yes, Jersey. You better talk to Jersey with that bullshit. We don't.
Oh no, it's the truth.
Like y'all.
That's the truth. You gonna admit one day I'm gonna have you come on and you're gonna admit it. You're gonna come on the Sports Guru. I'm gonna have you on for an hour and you're gonna admit it.
We don't walk around talking about something. What up, son?
Oh no.
We don't do none of that shit. Only thing we do that y'all do is wear Timberlands in the wintertime. That's it. That's all we do. I'll give y'all that. Y'all may have started the Timberland thing. I'll give y'all that. That's it.
Carry on, as Perk would say. Carry on.
Carry on.
Carry on. And anyway, who was we talking about anyway?
About the Knicks and why they had to go out and disgrace Kimba.
Oh, yeah. Then you said they the one thing I was thinking about, maybe they trying to trade Kimba.
Well, they did say that today that they want to, they have a trade and they was talking about there's a possibility, but I believe you can't even sign free agents that you sign this year till after a certain date. I believe it's in December. So I don't even know if that's true or not. There's a certain whenever you sign new free agents, there's a moratorium on their contract where they can't be dealt till XYZ date. That's just some mumbo jumbo, but it's reality. And so I don't even know if that's the case. Regardless, you don't have to let everybody know what you're doing, man.
Right.
You don't have to let everybody know, and you didn't have to disgrace the man. Because
it sounds like to me that your issue is the way that they came out with the announcement and all that.
It's unnecessary. Right? It's unnecessary. Yeah. It's unnecessary. Even I'm not a Blake Griffin fan. It's unnecessary for him too. Steve Nash don't know nothing about coaching. So I mean, look. So let's call a spade a spade. A lot of stuff is going down, and Thibodeau's always been a jerk. That's why nobody wants to play for him. He wants to get the same group of Derrick Rose. At some point, the tires are going to be the skin and everything is just going to be too much for that kid. Because now he has played well.
Yeah, he does recycle the same play, sort of like Bill Parcells. Remember Bill Parcells just had a
Absolutely.
same recycle
because of their the way they are, their rigidness. Only a certain group of players want to play for them. And let's and look, I'm not a big Stephen A. Smith fan, but he says it openly. He said Tom Thibodeau don't know shit about offense. Okay? And that's always been his Achilles heel as a coach. A great coach, aka Phil Jackson, knows both sides of the ball.
Oh, man,
okay? You have to know both sides of the ball. And even in football, the same thing has to be said. Because at some point, if you're a defensive-minded coach in football, you're still going to have to know how to deal with timeouts. You follow what I'm saying? So you have to be able to be flexible. Those are the best not to say that a coach can't be good on one side of the ball and not so good, but he has to lean on his staff then. Because really in football, the most important thing, other than in all sports, is your coordinators.
Yeah, I don't know about that so much in basketball.
Well,
I don't know how deep that is. I mean, the way they're saying it, like, is very important. But Tom Thibodeau used to be Doc Rivers' assistant,
and he was good on defense, and that's what made them successful when he was there. I believe he may even have a championship. Well, when he was with the Celtics, didn't he? Thibodeau was on that.
He was on that Celtics team. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So no, believe me, it's important in all sports. You can't be dumb and be successful. You know, if in basketball, there's things that you do in practice, running your practice, teaching your players how to get better, watching film. You know, basically the other team, what their strong points are, game situations. Now, some coaches will never listen to their assistants during, in game situations. And sometimes, I remember Hammer Stevens, if you can look him up, one of the all-time winning coaches when it comes to girls basketball, along with the great Apache, unfortunately, who died. Okay. But the bottom line is Hammer would never listen to you. Hammer knew everything. Hammer, you're going to time out Hammer, son, I got this. Okay. So he's not going to listen to you, but a good coach is somebody who will listen to you. And those are the coaches that usually excel. That's all I'm saying. But no, it's important to know on any level of coaching, on any level. 101 to 100, 4 minutes and change left. Nets by 1. Rose, 16 points, 6 for 12 and 4 rebounds.
50% shoot. All right. Now here's my next guy, John Wall. What do you see in this situation with John Wall?
Well, the NBA, the team, John Wall's representation, at first they were okay with not playing the whole year. But I guess he thought that he was going to get signed prior. So now he's looking at it and saying, damn, I'm going to go the whole year without, playing. So therefore now he went back to them and said, look, I want to play. And now because Houston is so bad and they probably do need some veteran leadership, they can reconsider putting them out on the court.
Oh, are they? Okay, good.
If I'm John Wall, I would get from that whole thing.
Right, but they want him to take a buyout. They want him to, whatever. He's making $40 million. They want him to take 30. He said, I'm taking 40, or I think it's actually 43 he's making. He said he ain't taking no less than 40.
Yeah, I think he needs to go ahead and get traded.
Yeah.
Well, but the whole issue is no team is going to be willing to take $43 million, in salary, and he's getting 43. That's $86 million for 2 years. Got 2 years left on the contract, Skippy. That's expensive peanut butter, cuz.
But I'm glad you said that. But is he gonna play?
Hey, look. Ultimately, his most important thing for him is that he get that money. That money has to last in the rest of his life.
I'm asking you a question, Guru.
Go ahead.
Is he gonna play?
I don't know. He may play for Houston now because Houston's been so bad.
No. Listen. And we passed that. If I trade for him, is he gonna play?
What do you mean? If will he play for the new team?
Yeah.
Of course he wants. He wants to play.
There you go.
He didn't want to play.
He wants to play. You see how you said that? Good. I got a guy on my team that don't want to play. There's a big
difference from wanting to play and get back the money. That's guaranteed money, cuz this ain't football.
Wait a minute.
I was talking about another guy. Me and Sharon that named him BAB.
I know what Dennis doing.
No, what?
Broke ass Ben. That's what it stands for. BAB. Broke ass Ben. I would
well,
take,
you don't
I'm
believe
telling
that,
you
do
right
you?
now.
You don't believe
show,
that. You don't believe that.
I'm telling you right now on this show.
Oh, because you saw it on Facebook, so it's true, right?
No. I'm telling you right now on this show. I will take John Wall and a draft pick for Ben Simmons.
Okay, well, Daryl Morey's the one that ain't gonna do the trade.
Yeah, well, we know his dumb ass.
Daryl Morey wants your unborn children to make this trade,
and some blood,
and it still ain't gonna get us.
And he ain't giving a dime back to all that money he lost all the NBA for that dopey remarks he made about China. So he should shut the hell up and damn self.
Well, I don't know if Ben is broke, but I think he's tired. I just think he's tired of playing.
If he is or not.
I just think he's tired of paying for 2 houses.
Yeah, man, I could pay for 2 houses.
I said I think he's tired. I never said that he was broke, that he couldn't. I said I think he's tired of paying for 2 houses.
So what 2 houses? He paying for one in Philadelphia and one in LA?
Yeah, he got one in California.
Yes, he has one in California.
So what? When you got that much money, you can have 4 houses.
Yeah, but if you don't like where you're living at, why would you pay for it?
It doesn't matter because houses appreciate. It's not like a car that depreciates the day they come off the lot.
Missing it. You missing it, huh?
You missing the whole point.
I understand what you're saying, though, Guru. He's still gonna get his money back and all that. All I'm telling you is he don't want to be in Philadelphia.
Well, it's obvious he don't want to play for you guys. Shit, yeah. I wouldn't want to play for you motherfuckers. Okay,
well, first of all, we ain't asked you to play.
Beside the point.
We ain't asked you to coach. We ain't want to hear about your dreams.
That's
or
why
your nightmares.
You need me to coach.
You
need my coaching expertise. You need me to coach. goddammit. I help out. Doc Rivers, you did an impersonation to him. I thought you was him. Goddammit.
I do a good job with Doc.
Yes, you do.
I did a better job than Kevin Garnett did, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I got this."
Yeah, you did an excellent job. Yeah. But guess what? You was right too. You was right. That's scary. That's scary. Your ass was right too, boy. So don't even go there, boy. Don't go there, Skippy. Oh, hold up, Skippy. That peanut butter jar looking awfully good late at night. Come on now.
Hey, listen. All I'm saying is, I'll take John Wall. We need a guy out there.
Talk to Daryl.
Hey, somebody told me that John Wall was washed too.
He might be.
No,
he ain't
he's
the
not.
same player he used to be.
I think John Wall
gonna be half the man you used to be. You know what I mean?
Not washed.
But just because you got older, don't mean that you stopped playing bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's say this. I saw him play last year.
Younger people believe. As soon as you get old,
impressed.
He's washed. He's washed.
I think John Wall.
Hey, and let me tell you this: that 40-something million, you getting lousy on the dollar for that. So that's it. Don't even matter how good he is. It matters the fact that your salary cap, 40-something million. Come on, man. Right now he's not even a $20 million player, and they pay scrubs $20 million.
But he's playing. There's a difference. He's playing.
No, he's not playing.
No, if I trade for him, he's gonna play for us.
Right.
It's not. He wants
That's
to play
the difference.
now.
That's the difference. I got a guy I'm paying $37 million, I think, too. Don't quote me on the numbers, but Big Ben is getting a lot of money as well,
and not playing. Ben Simmons. He's not playing.
He's not playing.
He's getting paid and not playing.
Whether he's faking this, mental health situation, or whether he really has an issue, the bottom line is Philadelphia didn't really want him, and they kind of displayed that by their comments that they made. When Doc said, "Do you think he is a winning player?" and Doc, with his dumb ass self, I don't know. I'm Doc Rivers. I don't know.
Hey, Dennis, remember what I told you I was gonna laugh at?
Yeah. And first of all, the name is Glenn. It's Glenn Rivers.
And then your other dopey character coming out acting like he was a preacher, man. And then he had to go back on his word after he heard about the mental health issue. Now Embiid is like, we gotta support our brother Ben. After you done trashed him and said we don't care about him. Man, he made himself look, what he made himself look like? Oh, Simple Simon. Simple Simon is what I call him. God rest Aunt Minnie soul. She used to say when Bob, her husband, she said, "You's a simple ass." That's what she used to say. That's what she said. She said. She said.
I almost hear her saying that. I already know who she is.
She said, Bob, you's a simple mother. Goddamn! Don't let me have to go get my pistol. Don't let me have to go get my pistol.
Oh, look it now.
All right, that's what Miss Minnie.
Pistol wielding.
And look, I don't regret many things. I don't regret many things in my life, but I do regret not going to that funeral for Miss Minnie. Please forgive me, Miss Minnie. I love you. God bless you. God, amen. I got that off my chest. All right, now let's carry on. All
right. Hey, can I bring up another subject
yes,
that I missed earlier? And this is going back to the NFL. Can y'all tell me who's the number one team in the AFC right now?
Yeah, I think it's New England.
Yes.
Well, they're playing the best, but I don't think they're the best.
Yeah.
No. Wait a minute. Hold it. I didn't ask who's the best. I said who's the number one. In other words, who's first? Who's first in the AFC right now?
The whatchamacallit is first. Titans and
no,
they beat the Titans.
Yeah.
No, but they still got a better record, don't they?
No, listen, if you pull it up, New England Patriots is the number one team in the AFC.
They got a better record than Lamar?
I don't know what the record is. I'm telling you, I looked at the list and it said the Patriots.
The list is who has the better record, right? I mean, we don't.
I don't know. I didn't look at this is what I'm saying to you. I didn't go down and look at the record of each of these teams. I just saw the list and who was number one.
All right, everybody got a different joint. Corey said it's Tennessee. Zara said it's the Ravens. I don't know who the fuck it is.
Okay, so let me put this disclaimer on it. I looked yesterday. I don't know if it made a difference I don't even remember who played last night. So I'm just saying I looked yesterday and it said New England.
It's saying the Patriots are 8-4. The Ravens are 9-3. Yeah, so the Ravens have a better record.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you looking at just records or are you looking at AFC division on NFL.com?
I ain't looking at nothing right now.
Well, you can look at.
I'm reading the comments, to be honest with you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to NFL.com.
You can look at 5 different publications, and none of them could be right about who has the better.
Who's publications, I'm going right to.
It don't matter. New England is still top dog.
Going right to the NFL.com. That's where I'm going.
I mean, New England is still the top dog, and I did tell you that they wasn't going to be. So I'm definitely going to
what is the relevancy of NFL.com? It's the record-wise. Ravens have the best record because they have one less loss.
Okay, yep, it did change. It did change to the Ravens now, but it was the Patriots.
So the Ravens, and then so what is the second?
So now it's the Ravens. It's the Ravens.
So can you tell me the
second team? The Titans should be tied with the Patriots.
Can I read what I'm looking at? Can I read what I'm looking at and answer? Let me read and tell you. The Ravens is first. The Patriots are listed as second, and the Titans is third. Yes, they have the same record, but it says here
they beat them head to head. Yeah.
Okay. Calm down, Guru. Okay. And then I have the Chiefs. Then they have the Chiefs, and then they have the Bengals. So that's the top 5 teams in the AFC.
Yeah, so who's the other 2? Or they ain't had the other 2 on there?
That's the top 5.
Right, because the 7 teams make the playoffs.
7 teams make the playoffs. That's why I thought they had all 7.
Okay. I'm sorry. The Bills, and then the Chargers.
Oh shit, Bills in? Okay.
Now you got to remember the Chargers, Broncos, and the Raiders all have the same record.
Damn, they all in the division.
The Bills play the Patriots twice in the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Next 3 weeks, yeah. They go Sharon Cummins in the building. Hey, Sharon Cummins. Did you see
Sharon
go live last night, Sharon Cummins?
Sharon, don't be coming in here just speaking to Guru. You know us. You better speak to us.
Yes, Sharon Cummins. We know who you are.
I'm gonna start calling you Sharon.
Oh shit.
No, the Jamaican call her Sharon.
Sharon.
Sharon. And if I get mad at your ass, I'm gonna start calling you Sharon.
I will not answer.
I'm not supposed to answer when you call me Mr. Hargrove. what I do.
But you are Mr. Hargrove.
Yeah, but they call me Lester too, and I ain't supposed to be answering that either.
Lester.
Call you that.
Lester.
Ron, Thomas, and Skippy.
Yeah, sure do. What's up, Lester?
So anyway, I just wanted to point out that that's the standings in the AFC. I would be. Let me tell you this. Everybody that knows me talking sports knows I cannot stand the Patriots. And I especially cannot stand Tom Brady. But how cool would it be if it was New England versus Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl?
Hell no. I don't want to see that shit.
Oh my God. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. Especially if New England wins.
I'd actually have to root for Tom Brady then.
I would not root for none one of them.
Nah, I would actually root for New England. Even as much as I can't stand them, I would.
No, I don't want to see that for nothing. Hell no.
Ron
Hell
would be in the
no.
house crying his ass off.
Who would, Ron?
Ron.
I got some tissue for you, Ron.
I would not root for none.
Because I'm telling you, as much as I can't stand Bill Belichick, I still believe he's the greatest coach in the game. And to me, I'm impressed because I knew they were going to be pretty good, and I picked them to win their division. I really did. But I didn't expect them to, after I saw Mac Jones, I didn't expect them to be this good. But he's actually working with nothing practically and turned this whole team around.
No, that's not true, man. He went and spent $100 million in free agency, brought in 2 tight ends, 8 people came back from COVID.
I know what he did. But I also know what they look like the first 3 games of the season. And they look totally different. They look much better now.
Well, I agree with you there. They do look much better.
And
but
I'm
a lot
not
of it just and
what's if there was some other coach coaching that the same thing would have happened. I'm not totally sure.
How the Bengals let him get out of town? Not the Bengals. What team was he on? Baltimore. How they let that guy Sudan get out of town? What the hell is wrong with him? He might be the best defensive player in the whole league.
Who are you talking about?
The kid on the Patriots.
Judon.
Who? Judon. Yeah.
He might be the best defensive player on the Patriots. He's and obviously the backfield, those defensive backs have played tremendous. The guy Jackson has been unbelievable. But the whole defense, like I said, they had 8 guys on COVID last year who decided not to play.
Yeah, I know. But nobody wants to talk about that when they're talking about your boy Cam. They just want to say he was terrible. That's all they keep saying.
The argument could be made that Cam might have a better record.
Hey, Guru. And then when they talk about Bill Belichick, they talk about last year. Oh, he was terrible last year. Okay. But they don't talk about the players that didn't come back due to COVID. They don't talk about that.
That's right. Because, hey, look, everybody has a choice to make and what they choose to make important to them and what they choose not to. It is what it is. But, like I said, the argument can be made that they could have had a better record with Cam this year. Who knows? I mean,
who knows?
We don't know.
No, they couldn't, Guru, because Cam is washed. Remember?
Well, all I know is he came in off the streets, like he was at a crack house somewhere and won 2 games out of nowhere. He was at a crack house. Oh, Knicks just tied it up. All right, 110 apiece.
Oh, now you're a Knicks fan.
I told you he
I just like to see good basketball every once in a while.
Everybody on yourself now.
Hey, these New York people will come to your house down there in Atlanta and tell you, Guru don't like New York.
You're a New York Knicks fan.
Yeah, I told you he is.
See? Boy, I tell you.
I don't want to have to get all these people that know me from New York to come down here to Atlanta and tell you who the Guru likes and who the Guru don't like. Alan Hahn is the guy for ESPN that does the show with Bart Scott. I like to make sure I give the right credit or blame to. So they got to show it.
You're a Knicks fan and Lakers fan and
he's a New York Knickerbockers fan.
Yeah.
Not the Knicks, you got to say Knickerbockers so it go all the way back to his time with Walt Clyde Frazier. You know what I mean? Don't nobody say Nick
Clyde
Boss.
Frazier.
That's right.
Well, I tell you.
Name 5 people on that team. Skippy, just name 5.
Best dressed 1954.
64, 70, 73, 69.
Hold on. Walt Clyde Frazier.
Oh, God. Keep on.
Phil Jackson.
Oh, he never played. He don't count.
No, he's on the bench. You said he's on the team. You ain't say his name playing now. You said his name on the
Well,
team.
he was only.
Yeah,
he was only.
I answered your question, sir. Phil Jackson's number 2. All right. Reed.
Got a ring.
Reed. That's another one. Willis Reed.
What's Reed's first name?
2 more. One is dead.
What is
One
your
is
guard?
dead. You should be able to get him.
What is your guard bull name? God damn it. What is his name?
Number
No.
14.
You want to help him out, Ron Thomas?
I can't think of 2 other people.
No.
Well, if you go 73, then you obviously you heard of Earl of Pearl, right?
Earl
Monroe.
You heard of the guy that used to try to be the run for senator. Senator who?
No, I don't know.
Bill
Bradley.
Bill Bradley. Now another guy died.
See, he ain't asked me, but I knew the answer.
Because I wasn't around.
He was
I would only got 4.
He knew I knew the answer. He quizzing y'all young people. He quizzing y'all. See what y'all know.
I would only got 4 right.
I'm surprised you didn't get Earl of Pearl, man. I'm really kind of disgusted at that.
Wow, Earl of Pearl used to
I
play
just
ball.
Earl of Pearl's in the Hall of Fame. He's one of the top 75, isn't he?
Yeah, because I said I forgot Earl of Pearl.
Y'all 2 teams.
He ain't got 2 teams. He got 1 team. He's a Knicks fan. He is a Knicks fan for life. He liked the Lakers a little bit. He'll argue and get mad. You see how excited he got that the Knicks hit the fucking shot?
Right.
He's a nigga. We got him on tape. So now he
They
can't
on
say,
tape.
we got him on tape. So he can't say, you never
cannot lie your way
you
out
never
of
see
there.
me root for the Knicks. Oh, motherfucker, we seen you, motherfucker. Just let you know. I'm letting you know, motherfucker. Oh, motherfucker, we seen you, motherfucker. Just let you know, all right? I don't root for the Knicks. Oh, no, Guru. I told you I'm going to catch you slipping, and I'm going to keep digging. That's what I'm going to keep doing. I got my show,
Dennis.
Guru.
Final, Brooklyn 112,
5 minutes.
110.
Yes, I'm sorry.
You got 5 minutes.
Anybody have any last words?
Thank you to the fans. Without y'all, we would not be doing this.
Yes.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you for double teaming the Guru as usual. You know, it's sad when I got to rely on chocolate to be my only advocate, as big as I am.
No, you put your foot in your mouth every week.
Every week.
Every week.
Really?
Every week.
I thought I was a superstar.
You are you are the superstar. I'm just letting you know that I'm burying you.
How's that song go? You are a superstar.
Yeah, and you got 2 teams.
You are a superstar. I just want to let you know that if you are
who you say you are,
this is a superstar, then have no fear. I'm gonna keep digging.
The Guru
I'm
is
gonna keep
here.
digging. I'm gonna keep digging. I'm gonna keep digging your grave every time.
Savoir faire.
we gonna get you every time.
Every time. If you might as well throw that one in the trash. Hey, I can see you now. Skippy, you never see me root for the Knicks, Skippy. You pull it up that I rooted for the Knicks. I pay you $5,000. Guru, don't you say that. Because I got you now, motherfucker.
Now, you do understand why I was, let's hold up before we only got about 3 minutes left. You do understand why I was so, exuberant for the Knickerbockers tonight, right?
Why now?
Yeah, because he can't stand
because I can't, it's one place I can't stand, and I was born in Kings County lousy ass hospital where they had the king of the goddamn gunshot wound. Okay, you go into Kings County right now. They got 5 people with gunshot wounds, and all 5 of them got their wrists handcuffed against the damn thing so they can't go nowhere. Okay, That's how bad it is. Okay, so yes, I'm not rooting for Brooklyn. I hate Brooklyn. I hate Kevin Durant. I can't stand. And it's funny now. I actually like Mighty Mouse more since he ain't playing for them. So I gotta kind of be on his side, which is kind of weird. But you know,
so what did you call Kevin Durant?
I don't actually have. I call him a man that can't get no coochie because he go on Instagram every time I turn around.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He go on Instagram and try to steal everybody.
Got 3 minutes left. Let me do my last.
He go on Instagram every time and he can't get nothing, and it's ridiculous. And regular guys be telling them stay away from their women. It's ridiculous. He a millionaire, man. He ain't got to do that. You see what happened to Deshaun Watson, and all he was doing is getting a massage.
We ain't gonna make it.
Okay.
I named the show. I'm let the chocolate go.
I'm just gonna say thank you to my co-hosts, and this has been a very enlightening and interesting show tonight.
Very.
And that's Don't Worry, Guru. I got your back. I ain't gonna let them team up on you too much. But I expect you to do the same for me sometime too. When they be trying to give me the business in the comments.
Shit, I gotta protect you on the threads when these people be attacking you.
I know they're always attacking me in the comments. I think they're scared of me because half the stuff they won't say to my face. But that's okay. That's another story.
I tell her that all the time. She be like, "You hear what they be saying to me in the comments?" Say Sharon, write them on the show. See if they talk. See if they talk the same language. Talk them on the show.
They don't want none. But anyway, just thank you guys. Thank you to the fans. Like Ron was saying, I do want to mention today. I was very sad to learn officially that Tiger Woods has announced that he knows that he will no longer play golf full time ever again after his last injuries. And that just made me very sad. People who don't know, I am a golf fan. I am a big golf fan since I was a kid. I follow him. And I tell you, I hate to see that happen, but it is what it is. So I have to accept it.
Sharon, I do think he's playing possum.
No,
you be doing good.
The way his legs was messed up, Guru, I think this is real. I think it's real. I really do. But, hey, God is in control. So, hey, if it can happen, God will make it happen if he wants it to happen. So that's how I'm going to leave that. But again, shout out to Mel Tucker, MSU football coach, Big Ten Coach of the Year. I'm very proud of that. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. Thank you guys for all your support and prayers. Those of you know I've been going through some medical challenges, still going through them. Thank you for your support and your love and the inbox messages and all of that. And I'm getting through. So with that, I guess it's up to Guru and Dennis for your final words.
You want me to go first, Guru? Since you know.
No, yeah, I'll go, man. You the leader. I just want to say, I love the show. Love everybody on the show. And the people out there, love the comments, man. I love going at you guys. And just continue to support. God bless.
Yes. I named the show today Turkey Soup because this is the last of the turkey that you motherfuckers should be eating. If you're eating any more turkey after today, kill yourself. Let's let you know that, all right? Just kill yourself. This is too much.
What about turkey burger?
No. I'm talking about from that turkey from Thanksgiving.
No. You
shouldn't be eating no more turkey from that turkey from Thanksgiving on Thursday.
Right.
That's why today's show was called Turkey Soup. This is it.
Hey, Dennis, if they do, I'm going to sick Plies on them. Plies be going off about that turkey, man. About eating old food. Plies is right, though. Toxic food. Sick Plies on you.
But
thank y'all very much. God bless. Good night.